the energy that leads to climate change, 90% of that goes into either transportation, into buildings, or into industry. This is where there is a hidden gem that most people didn't know until my team brought it out about a year and a half ago. That the first line of defense for climate action, for climate change, is the humble lubricant. I don't know if you heard this before. Let me take you to very basic physics. You would have learned at some point in your career that to convert energy into useful work always requires a machine, always, invariably. So any human anthropological development, as we call it in our words, requires a machine, and therefore it will take energy from somewhere and will produce work from somewhere. And we also know that no machine is 100% efficient. It can't convert all the energy into work. So every machine is wasting a certain amount of energy, and that wastage is anthropogenic climate change from energy. And the only thing that can make a machine really more efficient, apart from redesign, is a good lubricant. If a machine has a moving part, it needs a lubricant. Most machines in the world simply use the lubricant that was recommended to it by the machine manufacturer. The machine manufacturer does not actually know what the best lubricant is. They just know the one they're most familiar with. And the difference between a normal lubricant and the best lubricant for a machine can be as much as 3% energy efficiency. So 3% of the global impact on climate change could be addressed by lubricants alone. But it requires a mindset. It requires everybody who either manufactures, sells, or uses a machine to actually invest in finding out what's the best lubricant for a machine, also to change the lubricant, and to keep an eye on, is the machine efficiency changing? That's when you know whether other things are at play. Because a lubricant is managing two surfaces that are rubbing against each other. And those surfaces have rough edges, very fine rough edges, even they might be very polished. And those edges we call asperities. And if I have too much of lubricant, that has its own problem. For example, if you have no friction and you're walking on a smooth floor, the chances of a fall are high. Now on a dance floor, you're probably okay with that. In a bathroom where an old person is going, you're probably not okay with that. So climate change is really not only about the big ticket items. It is often about the small ticket items that people don't notice, where if I were able to make 1 billion people do things differently, you get a different result.